today's Madden scientific video, we hop into Madden 21 franchise and simulate until Madden 21 thinks the NFL is going to end and see what the heck happens at the end of Madden 21 franchise mode.
Eat corn and get RBT to 1 million subscribers by Christmas. Eat your corn. Love your corn. But you need to get RBT to 1 million subscribers by Christmas.
I'm excited for this one, and hopefully you guys are as well, and hopefully you enjoy. And if you do, make sure to smash a huge thumbs up. Also, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new, because if and only if we do hit 1 million subscribers by the end of the year, we do a massive next-gen console giveaway to my subscribers and subscribers. Only 3 next-gen consoles up for grabs. That's if and only if we do hit that million mark. So make sure to take that millisecond that does take to click that subscription button if you haven't. Like, why not? Like, if you hate me, hate my videos, you can unsubscribe later. But very simple how today's video is going to work. We're literally going to simulate a Madden franchise until it makes us stop, until we get to the end of franchise mode. And I think what we are going to do, I think the most you can sim at one time is 10 years. So I think what we're going to do is check it every 10 years, see what the NFL looks like every decade until it makes us stop, until we're at the end of franchise mode. So this could take forever. I have no idea. Hope you guys do enjoy. I'm excited. Like, I want to see what all the heck happens, especially with the new updates to Madden 21 franchise mode. Like, for example, what we can do now is, like, once we go to each and every decade, we can check out, like, for example, Derrick Henry's statistics for each and every year that he did play. Like, we can go into stats and contracts, and we can look at his career stats every single year he played, and they still have that stupid glitch in the game where it says the Titans are the Texans. But there's so many different things that we can check up on each and every decade. Might as well go ahead and start simming 10 years. Like, who knows how long this is going to take. It's 20:20 a.m. at this moment in time. Interested to see how long it actually does take to sim goddamn 10 seasons in franchise mode. So hilarious enough, it's now 2:30, so it took 10 minutes to sim 10 seasons. So let's see where the NFL stands in 2030. Actually, let's just go ahead and simulate to the end of this season before we check out anything too funky. Ooh, my Titans hanging in there at 10-6 on the year. The playoff bracket, 2030 season, no real shockers. I mean, the Browns were in the playoffs. You got the Dolphins in the 4 seed, Broncos in there, Chargers in there. On the NFC side of things, once again, no real shockers. I mean, teams that you wouldn't be too shocked at. I mean, I guess the football team being the #1 seed is kind of weird, but still, I mean, it's not like we see the Jets in here or anything. Now, that would be crazy. Now, best record is the football team, so that's so weird how the football team has a 12-4 record. I guess throughout franchise mode and simulations, I always notice a trend where, like, 5 or 6 seasons in, teams start to, like, kind of even out all throughout the league. Like, you never see a team dominate because every team is normally like 11-5, 10-6 on the good ones. There's nobody that's ever like 15-1, 14-2, 16-0, because they're always like good teams out there, but there's nobody great. They're all like anywhere from 9-7 to like 12-4. Now, who is the stinkers of the NFL in 2030? Worst team is the Bears at 4-12. Lions down there. Oh, this is gonna make Cowboys fans so mad. They're going 5-11. The Jets are still kind of down there, but still shows you it's been a long time because they're winning 6 games this season, post not winning any in a 16-game regular season. Now, what bad boys won the MVP here? Brian Heath. We have Taj McAllister up there. Lamar Jackson still balling out. He's up there still. Deshaun Watson, Kyler Murray still, Patrick Mahomes, Jordan Love on the Buccaneers now, Baker Mayfield on the Panthers, Sam Darnold still with the Jets. All those guys come in the top 10 of the MVP race. Now, I do want to see as well, like, who's the highest overall player at this point in Madden franchise mode. We have a 99 rated Taj McAllister, best player in the league. Matthew Dobbins, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 99 rated players. That's this guy, Matthew Dobbins, a defensive tackle, Michael Allen, Chase Young, Lamar Jackson, Pat Mahomes, this guy, Taj McAllister, and some good ones. Nick Bosa's a 98, Justin Jefferson on the Buccaneers a 98, Henry Ruggs still up there, Patrick Queen, Josh Jacobs, Daniel Jeffrey. Like I said, Daniel Jeffrey, like we know who he is. He's a fake guy. George Kittle's 37 years of age, is still a 96 rated. CeeDee Lamb a 96, Kenneth Murray a 96, staying with their respective teams. Jerry Jeudy still on the Broncos, Myles Garrett still with the Browns. So some interesting things 10 seasons in. Joe Burrow still up there at 94 rated. Now, this is where things get interesting. Legacy leaderboard. Who's the top of this right now? John Madden still, of course. Doug Peterson with the Rams. Apparently, he's the second best head coach in the history of football. Sean McVay's on the Cardinals now, head coach of them. Ron Rivera still with the football team. Kyle Shanahan still with the 49ers. Dan Quinn with the Bills now. We have Matt LaForza with the Packers. The fake Bill Belichick still with the Pats. Who does Bill O'Brien? He's on the Bears now. Poor Bears fans. Cliff Kingsbury with the Dolphins now. So a bunch of weird head coaching moves. Aaron Donald apparently is the best player in the history of the NFL. Can we see who's won some Super Bowls the past 10 years? I guess if we just go and click Super Bowl wins, we can see here. Doug Peterson's won one more. Dan Quinn won one. Adam Gase. Oh no, the world's ending. Adam Gase won one. I'm not sure if it's with the Jets or the Panthers that he's the head coach of now. Kyle Shanahan won one. The Browns won a Super Bowl. Once again, the world is ending. Oh, Joe Judge and the Giants won another one. Wow. The big question is, in the year 2030, who wins Super Bowl? What would this be? Super Bowl 65, I think? It is Panthers, Browns. That's Adam Gase versus, I forget who the Browns head coach is. I think it's still Kevin. And don't tell me Adam Gase wins a second. Okay, he doesn't. The world is still revolving, and the world is not square. Now, with that said, here comes to me sitting here for another 10 minutes as we simulate another 10 years into the future. On the 2040 season, so this is officially 20 years in the future, playoff bracket is, okay, the Raiders and Giants is still kind of funky. You know, I see the Dolphins still in the playoffs. No football team this year around. Nothing way too funky in the playoff bracket in 2040. But like I said, 13-3 is like normally what like the best record is you see 5 years down the line and past that. Giants having a good year. Panthers. See if the bottom feeders are still the same as they were 10 years ago. And it's the Chiefs. Oh no, I guess Patrick Mahomes probably did retire. So no wonder. Bucks down there. Oh, what would you know? The Jets. You saw the Ravens make the playoffs, but I'm guessing at this point, 20 years in the future, there's no way anybody is still in the NFL that was initially in the NFL. It's all going to be regions and drafted players up to this point, but we will check that right quick. In the NFL in 2040, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 99 overall players, 2 of them quarterbacks and 2 of them middle linebackers. You have 1 99 wide receiver, Shadon Pleasance, that's my man. Now, let's see, if we look at the quarterback position, there can't be anybody that's left that was initially in franchise mode. If they are, they've got to be low overall. I think they're all gone. Everybody up to this point's freaking retired. Oh no. It's a sad day in the league. I mean, there might still be guys like this. Like, you would think maybe like a Tua would still be in the league, like, because, you know, you have Tom Brady's that played 20 plus years. So, I mean, there might still be a few guys in the league in real life in the year 2040, but not in Madden because the freaking Tom Brady's are absolute anomalies. Now, who's winning the MVP in the 2040 season? That's going to go to none other than the main man, Cameron Crocker. We still have this same guy, Taj McAllister, so hopefully he's led us to a few Super Bowls, because what we're going to check right here, coach stats. Once again, Kevin moved from the Browns now to the Colts, which is weird. He has 5 Super Bowl wins? Bro, this guy's the next Bill Belichick. Browns made a huge hire when they got him. So the only people in the league currently that have won Super Bowls is him, this guy for the Ravens, and this guy for the Raiders. So apparently the Colts, or whoever he coached prior, has dominated the past 10 years. Probably got some retirements as well. Unfortunately, looks like Mr. Bubbles has never won a Super Bowl yet, which is very unfortunate. Is there any coaches that, aside from Kevin, that remain? That was in the start? No, everybody else has retired up to this point, so that's insane. Who's gonna win the Super Bowl in the year 2040? Come on, let's at least make one Super Bowl. We've got to win one, what do you know, the freaking 1 seed from both sides. Really could care less who the heck wins this. So, Super Bowl 75? Wow! So with that said, once again, time for me to sit here for another 10 minutes of my life, just twiddling my thumbs and twiddling my ball sack. I gotta poop too, so maybe I can just go poop in the meantime. What? Already? Dog, it's only 2049. I could have swore franchise mode used to go way longer than this. So according to Madden 21, the NFL is gonna end in like 29 years? That sucks. I thought for sure it was longer than that. Okay, that kind of makes me sad. So all you can do here, I guess you can only go 29 years. You literally just retire your coach. That's all you can do. So we finish off 162nd best head coach of all time. So it says, throughout your career, you were an incredible judge of talent, but you weren't always the best at putting that talent to use. God dang! So that sucks. Oh, no. No. Okay, so it's not letting me go back. I want to look at statistics. Oh, this is about to make me so mad. It will let me go back. It's not letting me go back. I want to see the statistics. And so if you want to go ahead and finish your franchise, go all the way to the end of it, 2049. Don't click retire because it doesn't let you go back. Come on. I'm gonna end the app. Bro, if I have to go ahead and simulate another 29 years, I might cry. I just want to see how the NFL ended up. I want to see who ended up with all the NFL records, what team and what coach won the most Super Bowls. Like, come on now. Why couldn't it let me simply click B? At least you learn something every time we do an experiment. If it doesn't let me look at all the stats, I'm gonna cry. I'm literally gonna freaking cry. Oh, I'm gonna cry so much. I'm gonna cry so much, please. So if you back out, go back into your franchise log. So it says Mr. Bubbles head coach. That's literally all it says. Just let me just look in the main menu. I'm gonna cry if it doesn't. So, as you see, the league cannot be loaded. Please create a new league. You have been returned to the main menu. Why can't I just look at what happens? Well, here we go with this gosh dang nonsense again. Let's make sure this time, you know what, I don't even care about making a coach. I'm gonna make sure this time I don't accidentally click on retire coach because you can't even go back. Oh man, that takes another freaking like 30 minutes off my life. So 30 minutes for me, 2 seconds for you. Like, how stupid is that? Like, who does it hurt? Let me look at the statistics. Dog, I about fell asleep. Do not click A. That was a bad mistake last time. So it's weird because like you have no players. There's like, it's just everything's empty, but we should be able to check out the statistics. That's what I wanted to do. That's why I simmed another 35 minutes. So, best coach in NFL history ends up this John Madden, and then you have this random guy, Calhoun, and then where's the real coach? I guess it doesn't count the past coaches either. Here are all the players that made it to the Hall of Fame. Any shockers? Obviously, Pat Mahomes did. So, according to this, Tom Brady, the best player of all time. Myles Garrett, the second best player of all time. Aaron Donald behind him. This random guy, Bird, Pat Mahomes, Zeke. That's Chris Jones up there. Russell Wilson. Ooh, Chase Young had a big career, as did TJ Watt, Von Miller, Drew Brees. You can see the rest of them here. Any weird ones? Like Aaron Rodgers is way down there. Below E. Carter. You have Chandler Jones, Cameron Jordan, Kenny Clark, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. That's like the second running back we've seen so far. Larry Fitz up there. So when you see Larry Fitz all the way down here, that shows you that all these guys above him had insane careers. Travis Kelce ended up with 2 Super Bowls. Pat Pete, Gronkowski, Nick Chubb ended up winning Super Bowl. Big Ben up there, Josh Allen. You can see the rest of these. Nothing way too funky on this one. AP up there as well. Now, most interested in seeing these NFL records. Tom Brady finishes with 91,000 career yards. Unfortunately, it doesn't let us click on these guys, so I don't know who the heck H. Tyler is, but he finishes second all-time. Patrick Mahomes finishes 4th all-time behind Drew Brees. Lamar Jackson up there, too. That's crazy. Got guys like Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, Deshaun Watson ends up eclipsing the top 10, as did Matt Ryan. Most passing touchdowns had Tom Brady in first, Mahomes in second, Lamar Jackson 5th all-time. Joe Burrow's up there as well, as is Peyton Manning and Deshaun Watson. Rushing yards, Ezekiel Elliott ends up smashing Emmitt Smith's career rushing yard record. Clyde Edwards-Helaire 5th all-time, CMC 6th all-time, Nick Chubb 7th, Joe Mixon 8th, and Josh Jacobs 9th all-time. So a lot of running backs from current day end up top 10 all-time in terms of rushing yards. Rushing touchdowns, Emmitt Smith didn't get touched. Nick Chubb ends up second all-time in career rushing touchdowns. Where's my boy Derrick Henry? He doesn't come in the top 10. You have Saquon's up there, Josh Jacobs, AP, Alvin Kamara, Clyde Edwards, but where's the love for Derrick Henry? Receiving yard-wise, Larry Fitzgerald finishes second, Julio Jones 3rd all-time, DeAndre Hopkins 5th all-time. Why does he say his team's the Texans? Stephon Diggs, who ended his career with the Lions, finishes 9th all-time in terms of receiving yards, receiving touchdowns. Ooh, Christian Kirk? Okay, now that's when you know something funky's going on. Myles Garrett finishes with the most sacks of all time, 239, and it wasn't even close. He beats Bullock, maybe that's a regen, who he had 35 more than him. Defensive interceptions, I don't think we see anybody here from today's video. You have Lawrence from the Buccaneers in 2029 threw 50 touchdowns in 1 year. Stuckey threw for 49 in 2036, as did Tyler. In 2036, there's a lot of touchdowns being thrown around. Joe Burrow for the Lions in 2032 threw for 46 touchdowns. Trying to see all the records that got shattered. Costin from the Colts had 1,768 receiving yards in 2037 receiving touchdowns. Costin won that same year 21 receiving touchdowns. Devin Duvernay on the Raiders randomly in 2027, 19 touchdowns in one season. Christian Kirk, 18 in 2028. You have Herndon from the Buccaneers in 2029 with 18. McCulloch from the Texans in 2045, so just 4 years ago, finishes with the most sacks in a single season in NFL history, 23 in 1 year. Myles Garrett had 2 in the top 10. He logged 2 22 sack years in a 3-year span, 2029 and 2027. Defensive interceptions, looks like we didn't have anybody here. I don't think there's any coaches. Yeah, they all retired. It's all fake dudes. And fitting in, no pun intended, the Chiefs end off Madden franchise with a Super Bowl win, just how they started it. The one thing I hope you guys did at least take from today's video is if you're trying to go to the end of a franchise mode, don't click the button I just clicked, because there's literally no going back. Bro, they just did Mike Vrabel dirty. What's a raw speech? Who writes this?